Yo, what is up, you guys? This is Sergeant Brian the Yoshi 22, and welcome back to more Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I'm your host, Sergeant Brian the Yoshi 22, and I'm hoping you Yoshi fans are ready to watch me play some more of this stuff. Before I do get down to the mission, I want to point out something else. If you guys already know about a video called the legendary Sushinoko to get your hands on a Infinity Paint, there is a good chance you might be able to get it if you do this exactly as I would say. Exactly, okay? There are going to be 5 specific locations where you can find the Tsuchinoko throughout the 5 levels. Okay? 5 areas. And you're going to need mouse traps to do this, okay? The first location we're going to find is at the beginning area once you meet Eva, called Jumochi South. That is where the Virgin Cliffs are. You also need a mousetrap and some patience. The second location can be found before the Ocelot unit, which is located in Jumochi South. The third location can be found in Granin Gorky in the south area, just before the Fear's boss fight arena. In the fourth location, we can find it in the area where we exit the warehouse to Savada Gorny South, Gorgy, whatever. It's after the Fear boss fight and before the end boss fight. That's the fourth location. And then the final location we're going to be looking for the Tsuchinoko will be in the end's boss fight. The only way to go find it is in I'm just taking a look at the name. Sakovano. That's where it is. Sakovano. That's where it's located. But we'll get to those later, okay? Okay, I forgot to mention, though, that it wasn't... forget what I said about the second part of when I said that word exactly. The Tsuchinoko is actually in Balshada, in the Balshada Pass in the south area. That is the area near the listening posts before Ocelot's boss fight. But we're going to get to that soon once we get to the south side of Bolshaya. The Bolshaya Pass. That's where it is. So anyway, after meeting oops, shit. Sorry, this is the wrong. Okay, this is the wrong one. Sorry, you guys. That was actually my very easy difficulty. That was not the one I was trying to go to. This was the one I was trying to go to. But anyway, after meeting up with Eva, who was captured by ocelots in this area, but managed to escape. Now, after this fight, though, we can move back to Jumochi South, the same area where the Virgin Cliffs are, but just be careful, okay? As you are making your way past there, there's still guards in that area. You just gotta be careful what you're expecting, okay? So right now, I didn't have those weapons equipped. I forgot to equip them. Okay, let's see. Chaff grenades, smoke grenades. I'm just gonna keep the stun grenade just in case too. Okay, so we need to get past these guards if I want to get to Demuchi. Oh, looks like there's 2 guards there instead of 1. And it won't matter. I'll still knock them out.
some backing up.
Ah, yes, the WP grenades. Those are actually incendiary grenades, exactly. Also, I forgot to mention, I could still do a little quote. Hey, I could have Sigurd just do examinations to the guns, exactly. Even if he already did, exactly. Well, I'll get to that once I get to Jumichi South. Alright, we're probably up on Jumichi North. That's where we're going towards. Alright, those two are going to be knocked out for a while. As long as I trank them, they won't do nothing. There's still a few more guards in the area, but I don't think it's worth my time. Now, another thing to point out. If you do have these, well, I don't even have any mouse traps on me, but if you do have any mouse traps on you, I'll be able to show you where you gotta place a mouse trap in the area, though, exactly. Even if you have to wait it out, or you can just move on to the next area and come back, and you'll find the Tsuchinoko there, which I'm just gonna show you where it is exactly. Oh god, my character is hungry. Hold on. I should have expected to take in something. I should have given this person something to eat, exactly. First things first, I just want to check everything I have in my inventory before I eat.
This is rotten.
Oh yeah, this is rotten. I should probably dispose this stuff. Yeah, that fly indicator on it means that everything there is spoiled. It's rotten. So yeah, if you see that fly thing on there, it's best to dispose it. Otherwise, you're only going to end up with a food poisoning in you. But don't worry, I'm gonna get some food. Don't worry. I just gotta kill more of these animals. That's all I gotta do exactly. Alright, this is the area where the Tsuchinoko will be exactly. Now, the thing is, though, it's hidden well, but if you place a mousetrap and then come back with patience, you'll be able to find the Tsuchinoko here. Alright, I might as well just grab some animals to eat. Yeah, the thing to point out, though, small animals can be put in cages. Big animals cannot. So just try not to think about it when you try to get your hands on them. Well, right now, even if once I have the mouse traps, even if I can get them, I'll come back later and I'll try to grab I'll try to come back here later, even if I do have time, though, to plant to find the Tsuchinoko. Another thing to point out exactly. Later on in the game, you'll be captured, and then you'll lose the Tsuchinoko, but you'll be able to find it by the waterfall once you meet up with Tanya behind the cave behind the waterfall. That's where you can get it back from exactly. You'll be able to find it there. Trust me. Okay, I need to eat. Now that I have some food. Probably get out of the mud before I end up sinking. That wouldn't be a good thing to see. I don't want to die in this stuff. Hold on, you guys. My friend Alan from World of Tanks is texting me. Now, there's a few possible ways you can find mouse traps. One, you can find the mouse traps at some buildings, though, that pretty much contains them. You just gotta keep an eye out for them. That's what you have to do. If possible, I'm pretty sure enemy soldiers could possibly have mouse traps. I'm just being sure. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, 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 ooh. I hit the wrong button, but I don't want to go over that waterfall, otherwise I'll die. Why do I feel like they only have grenades and not any ammo and suppressors? Alright. I want to see if Sigurd will actually talk about any of these weapons.
Hey, Snake, remember back at the abandoned factory when you whittled the grip of that 45 down?
Yeah,
I've never heard of a customization like that before. Why the grip?
to fit it with a knife.
A knife? You're gonna keep the knife and the gun both at the ready?
That's the idea.
Why would you want to do that?
Sometimes a knife works better in close proximity encounters. So I equip both at the same time. That way I can switch back and forth in an instant.
badass. So that's that.
CQC.
Snake, you said Eva said her Mauser was a Type 17, right?
Yeah, what about it?
That model was produced in the 1920s in a weapons lab in the Shaanxi province in China. The cartridge part sticks out lower than the original to accommodate 45 caliber rounds. The barrel and chamber are a little bit thicker too. But most telling of all, it's got Chinese characters engraved on both sides of the frame like you saw. And that firing stance Eva was talking about where you hold the gun horizontally, that's a trademark of the Chinese. Just like you were saying, when you're firing in full auto mode, the muzzle jump effect gives you a horizontal strafing motion. They say it's especially deadly in indoor and close-range mop-up actions. The Japanese called it bandit shooting and used to dread it. Makes you wonder where she learned to shoot like that.
Yeah, if you also want to hear any histories from singing about the weapons, I can keep doing this every time. But also that Mauser that Eva was using, I know it's a Chinese type of weapon, a Type 17, but it almost reminds me of the Red 9 when I played Resident Evil 4 and Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop, exactly. That's what I think it would remind me of.
You know that army motorcycle that Eva was riding? That's a replica of a German model.
A replica?
Yeah. After World War II, the Soviets confiscated an entire assembly line from a German motorcycle factory, machines and all.
And then they took it back with them and started producing replicas?
Exactly. Originally, that motorcycle was designed to be used with a sidecar attached. That means it's got enough power to drag a 200-plus pound sidecar around.
So that's how she could pull off all those crazy stunts.
Uh-huh. Of course, it takes a lot of skill to be able to control that much power. That Eva chick is something else.
That's because she knows how to handle herself with a motorcycle. She was born on one. And not to mention, you already see that how she does that somersault move with the motorcycle on Ocelot. That was a really good trait of using that technique.
The weapon you've got equipped now is a prototype model of the Mark 22, a suppressor-equipped pistol currently in development by the Navy. It's been modified to act as a tranquilizer gun. The Mark 22 is a heavily modified special ops version of the M39 pistol used as a sidearm by the SEALs. Probably the biggest change from the M39 is that it's got a longer barrel, which allows it to be equipped with a suppressor. And it uses a slide lock mechanism. That makes it a lot quieter, but it also means you have to load a new round into the chamber by hand every time you fire. It's also fitted with tall, adjustable sights, so you can use the front and rear sights to line up your shot, even with a suppressor attached.
Looks like they got rid of the magazine safety, too.
Good eye. That feature wasn't too popular with guys like you who know their guns. The shear release lever's been taken off as well, meaning the hammer won't fall even with the safety on.
So I can just cock and lock.
That, and you get the added bonus of not having any mechanical noise from decocking, even with the safety on. The perfect pistol for a sneaking mission, huh?
Yes, the perfect weapon. And what can you say about the M1911?
You got an M1911A1, huh?
Yeah, Eva gave it to me. She said it used to belong to a Western officer.
Looks like someone did a little work on it, too.
It's more than a little. First of all, the feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. It's not going to have any feeding problems.
Uh-oh, here comes a long conversation by Snake about the weapon.
And it meshes perfectly with the frame. The frame itself has been iron welded and scraped down multiple times for maximum precision. The front strap part of the frame has been checkered to make it dig into the hand. That prevents any slipping. The sight system's original too. It's a 3-dot type. It's got an enlarged front sight, giving it superior target sighting capability. The regular hammer's been replaced with a ring hammer. That enhances the cocking control and increases the hammer down speed. They also reworked the grip safety to accommodate the ring hammer. Looks like they eliminated it altogether. This is a tool for pros. The thumb safety and the slide stop are extended to allow for more precise handling. The base of the trigger guard is whittled down so you can use a high grip. And the trigger itself is a long type for easy finger access. The trigger pull is about 3.5 pounds. That's about 1.5 pounds lighter than normal. The magazine well has been widened to make it easier to put in a new magazine. The magazine catch button has been cut down low to make it harder to hit it by mistake. The mainspring housing has been changed to a flat type to increase grip, and it's even been fitted with stepping so it doesn't slip from the recoil when firing. On top of that, they added cocking serrations to the front part of the slide. That lets you load and eject cartridges faster in an emergency. Whoever did this is a professional. No question, this thing could shoot a one-hole at 25 yards in a machine rest.
Well, I'll be damned. That's some gun.
Yeah, I've never used a weapon this fine in my life.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see, what's next? Oh yeah, during off-camera work, I managed to get my hands on some new skins, exactly. I also got my hands on that new and improved moss, the moss camo that I got from the Ends boss fight. Now, the only way to get the Ends camo is that you have to sneak up behind him and tell him your character has to say freeze to him until he drops down on the ground. You have to keep aiming the gun at him in order for him to drop it. Otherwise, he's just going to drop a stun grenade to pretty much blind you a bit, so you got to be careful. You'll be able to... I'm not going to lie to you guys, the Ends boss fight is annoying, but you'll be able to see what it's like exactly, okay? So anyway, I'm not sure if I did do the quotes with the grenades also, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to try it out exactly and see. It's a scorpion he's using. Oops, did I just kill him? I got a little carried away there, but I don't care. At least it saves me the trouble from me using another suppressor effect on the MK22. Exactly. Okay. I want to see. Can he... where is... Did I start the... let's see. There's the WP grenades, aka the Willie Pete. Normally, WP means Willie Pete, and they're actually incendiary grenades. I could show you why, exactly. Watch why I throw this. See? Incendiary grenades.
You're thinking of using a white phosphorus grenade. Like the name says, a white phosphorus grenade is one that uses white phosphorus to create an incendiary effect. White phosphorus grenades were used by the U.S. military during World War II. Back then, they were known as Willie Pete's, after the first two letters of white phosphorus. The one you've got there is probably the exact same thing. White phosphorus is a white, waxy substance that spontaneously combusts when it reacts with oxygen. The combustion temperature is over 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Any human targets within the area of effect when it explodes are gonna get seriously burned. Just make sure you don't accidentally set yourself on fire. If your body does catch on fire, either plunge into some water or take off the burning clothes and put on new ones. Rolling repeatedly should put the flames out pretty quick too.
Alright. Well, that's one thing interesting. Alright, we're going to move on right now, you guys. Alright, so getting down to business, we're going to head out to the Courtney Prude. That's the area where we have to go to exactly. Be careful in that area, as that area is filled with leeches, okay? Now, there's two ways you can do this. You can stay out of the water and then use the... If the leeches start getting onto you, you've got to use a cigar to burn them off. But if you use the bug juice on yourself, they can ignore you for the time being, at least. Now, here's the first challenge. I already got this trophy, though, but it's called Mud Scientist. And the only way to do this is that you have to wear the science uniform right here and roll or crawl into the mud. It could be done here, or you could do it over at Bashaya Pass, which is coming up because there's quicksand mud over there too. You could do it there too, but I already got the trophy. That's where you can get the Mud Scientist trophy exactly. All right, now next up we're going to start with is the Poison Frog, the Poison Dark Frog, or the Frog Sea exactly. The Poison Dark Frog can be found in the lake. It's found in the water where all the leeches are, but you have to be careful not to be in the water much with all the leeches in the area. The best thing you could just do exactly is, hold on. That's one of the poison snakes, and exactly that is a R snake E. That right there is a milk snake. Right there.
I'm gonna puke.
Unfortunately, it's not the best snake from exactly. Okay. So going down to business, if you have your sonar on you, you can be able to pinpoint the location if there's a poison dart frog. As you can see, I think that might be it. If not, then it could be something else. Oh no, that's a frog B exactly. That right there is called the tree frog. Unfortunately, it's not the best frog. It tastes terrible.
I've had enough.
As you guys can see, I got a leech on me because you'll be able to hear the sucking sound of it. Now, you gotta be careful not to have leeches on you, otherwise they'll drain your stamina, and that's why they suck the blood out of you, okay? So, the poison dart frog is found in the water. Just gonna... as you can see, there it is right there. There's the poison dart frog. But I already had it added to my list, exactly. Next, we're going to have the autumn frog. That is frog A. Which the autumn frog can be found in this water, but I'm not sure if it's either in here or somewhere further ahead. Oh, yeah, that's the autumn frog right there. That right there is the... well, that looks like the chubby frog, exactly.
Pretty tasty.
It's actually, even for snake, it's actually very good, Tim, exactly. All right. Moving on to the next one. As you already noticed, even if you can get the even if the WP grenades, the white phosphorus grenades, as Sigurd wants to call it, are here, but you can also get them off the soldiers too. So be careful. Next up, we have the milk snake. As you guys already saw me found it exactly. The white snake, the milk snake can be found here. Just be careful that some snakes in this game are poisonous. So be very careful. All right, the next one is going to be the coral snake. It's snake D, exactly, right over here. Now, the milk snake and the coral snake look almost exactly the same, except they're much more different colors. You'll see what it's like exactly. First things first, I need to make room.
That's tasty.
Now it says here the coral snake hasn't been eaten yet, but still.
Pretty tasty.
But now I got the information off that exactly. That's where you can find the coral snake in that area. Now we're going to start off with the arowana. That is a fish here in the lake. Just be careful that you will have leeches all over you. So be careful. You'll find the fishes in the water, but you'll have to use a trank dart. You have to use a trank gun or use or whatever gun you use to shoot them. Just remember, the leeches will leech your health, leech your stamina. And be careful that this area is filled with crocodiles. If the crocodiles catch you in this water, you're dead. I saw a video once by another guy. He got killed by these things. So it's best for me to kill the alligators, so I don't end up dying to them. Because if I do, that is a one-way trip to hell in a mission failure. If my team has to figure out that that I'm dead by them.
Can't eat anymore.
Now, I'll take off the leeches off me once I show you where the fishes are. Okay, that right there is the arowana right there that I just picked up. Okay, I need to get these leeches off my body before they start taking most of my body away. Making my stamina away. Alright. Got the arowana. The thing is, the arowana is actually divided into two forms, exactly. Two body forms. Oh, God. What is Snake even doing to that fish? It's like how that fish squirms like that when he's getting eaten. Okay, I don't know why I just saw that, but the way he eats a squirming fish. Wow. Okay, we're gonna start up next on another Gakko right there, the GAKO number 12. The Gakko we're looking for is over there where I'm looking at. You have to swim your way over there, but with all the crocodiles in that area, you gotta be careful not to let them kill you in here. Because this whole pond area is infested with them. And they'll kill you if you, yeah, they'll kill you if they try to grab you, so be very careful. As you can see, there's the Gakko right there. And there's a crocodile right in front of me. As you can see that's spinning, right? Yeah, because I got this thing. I did hit this thing when I was playing very easy, so there's no point about getting it exactly, but I already just did. Alright, now we're going to take care of Keratin number 12. He's underwater in this area. So right now, the only thing you need to do is head into this water. Just be careful of the crocodiles. And there he is. That's the keratin that's in the water, but at least you'll be able to take care of it. Right, let's get out of this water quick before more leeches get on my body. Also, there's a quote between paramedic about the leeches on you, by the way.
Snake, look at your body.
Yep, looking good.
Not there.
Then where?
See the leeches?
Leeches?
Yeah, you've got leeches all over you. Leeches will sometimes attach themselves to you if you spend a long time in the water or the swamp. When you've got leeches on you, they'll suck your blood, causing you to lose stamina. You should get rid of them as soon as possible. To get rid of leeches, go into Cure in the survival viewer and press your cigar into them. Or, if you use the insecticidal bug juice ahead of time, the leeches won't bother you as long as the bug juice is in effect.
Yeah, just listen to what she says about that, okay? Okay, our next one is the Gakko Camo. Now, to find the Gakko Camo is over there where I'm heading towards, where the camera is aiming at over there. That's where you'll find the Gakkos over there. The Gakko Camo. And there's the Gakko Camo right here. This is what the camo looks like in this game. So it says here, it's a unique type of camo. It says wearing it enables you to hear Kiritans calling. So if for some reason if you have this on, you'll be able to hear any Kiritans in the area. Okay, I need something to prevent the. Is there a camo I have that prevents me from being hurt, like being leeched on exactly? No, I don't. Oh well. But anyway, that's where the Keratin camo is. Alright, I think that's it for this area. But there is another thing that we're going to also point out exactly that we're going to need later if we want for the mission when we finish the Pain's boss fight exactly. First things first, I need to get rid of these crocodiles so they don't end up killing me in the water. If these crocodiles kill me in the water, that will not be a good thing for me exactly. Not even once. I will be happy if I die.
Can't complain. What can I say?
Alright. We're gonna swim over there. We gotta act quickly. Why do I feel like this? I'm just hoping he wasn't spamming so much stickers, my friend Alan. But the phone has a mind of its own exactly. Okay. I'm gonna be done getting this leeches off of me anytime soon exactly. Another thing to point out.
Snake, are you there?
Eva,
Did you miss me?
did you make it without any trouble?
No one saw me.
So you're back with Volgin.
In a matter of speaking.
What about the boss?
Yeah, she's here too.
Better be careful.
Thanks, I will. The boss and I get along pretty well, though.
I guess we traitors have a lot in common.
Why would anyone want to defect? Betraying your country like that, I just don't get it.
Are you talking about the boss?
Why do you do it? Weren't you born and raised in America?
Yes, in a small rural town. I never even knew there were other countries, other cultures, other ways of thinking. Until I went to work for the NSA. And one day, I'd found I'd lost faith in the things I'd been taking for granted.
What did you see? What was it that made you want to change sides?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
I saw the universe.
The universe?
Not the actual universe. The universe as the intelligence community sees it. I realized that the gravity in this universe was holding me back. That's all. People and countries are both changed by their environment. And by the times.
That sounds like what the boss was saying.
There's a world of difference between this country and America. But it's only a difference of position, a difference of perspective. Coming here made me realize something. Half of what I'd been told was a complete and utter lie. The other half was a conveniently constructed lie.
Where's the truth then?
It's hidden in the lies.
Are you lying too?
Who knows? I've been trained to make even the most severe falsehood sound like the honest truth. Weren't you?
No. I believe because I have to, even if it is a lie. That's part of my mission.
I'll have to remember that. If you need me, give me a call on the radio. My frequency is 142.52. See ya.
Okay, as I was saying before Eva decided to call me, over there, you see on that rock over there is a Crocs cap. You're going to need that later if you want to make your way to the Bonizovia swamp later in the game. Where's the area I gotta climb? Okay. Now here's what you have to do exactly. You have to grab that Croc cap, but it's gonna require a lot of grip and many more. Hold on. I need to gain my stamina back because all those leeches maybe lose a little bit of my stamina.
Not too bad. I can't take another bite.
Okay. So we have to climb. We need to. No, go left. Don't go right. I did not hit the analog stick to go right. So what you have to do is time this right, press circle, and then make sure you quickly tap X to make the other grapple up here if you don't want to miss this rope. Otherwise, you're going to have to try again and go back the way you came exactly to get there. Alright, now that we got the Crocs cap, we can now move forward. Our next stop is Bolshaya Pass. And, what is this rope right here? Ah, just as I predicted, you guys, a pendulum trap. Yeah, those are actually traps that are made by, well, those are actually what the Russians make exactly. Those pendulum traps do a lot more damage, so be very careful not to get hurt by them, as you already see me got hit by them exactly. There are going to be plenty more of those things, just you wait, okay? Okay, now that we're here at Bolshaya Pass, this is the next area where the Tsuchinoko will be exactly. But another thing to point out exactly, if you have the mine detector on you, you might want to equip that because in this area is filled with claymores, and you tell that by the beeping sound, if there's a claymore right over there, the claymores won't go off if just like in just like in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, the only way to get the claymore is that you got prone in order to grab it. Just don't stand, because if you stand, the claymore will detect your movement and it will explode. So just be careful not to think about triggering them. And also, another thing we need to point out. In this area, there's a attack dog right there. Those are one of the Russians' attack dogs. Now, those attack dogs are not really that annoying, though, but it sometimes will get the attention of the soldiers if you don't take care of that thing. So be careful. But this area, this is the only area that has a lot of mines. There is another set later, though, but I would suggest taking the claymores just in case, so that way we don't... so that way we don't set these things off just to alert the soldiers. Alright, so now I'm not detecting any more of those. Alright, now all I need to do is put that attack dog to sleep. So I need to make sure he doesn't cause me any trouble, but the suppressor on this thing is about nearly low. Unless I can find another suppressor sooner or later, otherwise this gun's going to be useless. This gun's going to be useless without a silencer. Also, try to be very careful of the electric fence because a lot of people it will electrify you if you're not careful, so try not to put yourself in danger, okay? That soldier's coming this way. He's probably going to notice the dog is asleep. The thing is, though, dogs do tend to wake up more faster than humans, so just be careful not to let them notice your location. Now, yeah, those are the only areas where claymores will be, a lot of them, but there is another set of them later in the cave. You'll see them. Alright, now we're going to move on to... another Gakko. The Gakko we're looking for was the tree I just climbed, exactly, to get over the fence. And sadly, I don't know any other ways to get back to that fence, but I just gotta pray to hope I can hit the Gakko from here. Otherwise... Okay, you know what? I'm probably gonna have to save and then load back where I was exactly. Hold on, you guys. Because I can't be able to, get the Gakko from here.
You want to say... Hey, Snake, have you ever seen Forbidden Planet?
No, can't say I have.
It's about this expedition that goes to the planet Altair 4 in an ultra-fast spaceship. When they arrive, they meet the survivor of the last expedition, Dr. Morbius. Dr. Morbius was exploring the planet along with his daughter Altera and the versatile Robbie the robot. Ignoring the doctor's warnings, the expedition team is suddenly attacked by an invisible creature called the Monster from the Id. The special effects they used for the science stuff were really neat. I wish I had a robot like Robbie that could make anything I wanted it to.
I'm more interested in that invisible monster. If I were invisible, I wouldn't have to bother hiding or wearing camouflage.
Maybe someday you'll be able to turn invisible.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Okay. That was an interesting story. Load back in here so I can actually make my way over here again. I'm pretty sure the claymores are probably there again. Who knows? Yeah, the claymores are here. I'll just grab the claymores just in case I don't have to worry. Anyway, there's the Gakko over there.
Can't complain. Not too bad.
I'm trying to avoid that claymore so I don't let it go off. That's what I want to try and do exactly. Alright, now we're going to move on to a new camo. A camo that I already know is here exactly. Do I have any life meds? Yeah, I do. I'm probably going to need to take something off exactly. There's a splitter camo in this area. The splitter camo we're looking for exactly. I'm just taking a look at the notes exactly where it will be exactly. Let's see. Yes, it's to the right, past the electric fence, though. You're going to have to, well, just hang on a ledge to get to that spot exactly. But first things first, put this dog to sleep. Put him knocked down, but he's gonna wake up eventually. Don't worry. I wish I could use the silencer right about now. Anyway, this is the area where the splitter camel is, around a lot of muddy quicksands around here. So you gotta hang around this wall and make your way to the opposite side. There's the splitter Oh shit, what the hell did I just do? Let me try again. Because there's no way I did that exactly. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. That was not what I'm supposed that's not what is supposed to happen. Second time, come on. Why can't I just let's see, come on, don't even think about falling. Okay, there we go. All right. There's the splitter uniform. That will be added to our collection. Now we got Keratin number. Let's see. Just trying to skip ahead. Keratin number 13. It's right by that tree right there. Unfortunately, we have two guards in our way. And unfortunately, they're not going to let us go that way. I'm probably going to have to do something stupid about this, you guys. But it's a choice I'll have to, it's a risk I'll need to take. Oh yeah, I just triggered a alert trap, you guys. That was way too close for comfort, exactly. Okay. I tried to flash these guys, knock them out cold, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to stop them from being alerted. Yeah, those are alert traps right here. Trigger those traps and trigger that rope, and the alert trap will go off. Just be careful. You can see the tin cans up there. Just make sure you don't try to do something stupid. Exactly. Now there's two paths over here that leads to the listening post. We're gonna take the one on the left because that's the way to go. Exactly. And also, another thing we need to do, exactly, there is a trophy in this game called Friendly Fire. It says here to interrogate an enemy to get the fire support frequency. Call it the frequency change depending on difficulties. But the thing is, though, the troops I just knocked out, they're out cold, so I just need to. I can't tell how I'm going to be able to, whatchamacallit, grab them exactly. But I'll figure that out later. But right now, there's nothing I can do about it exactly. That's what you have to do is to get the firing codes exactly from the soldiers. That's what you have to do. All right. First things first, I need to eat.
Hey, this works.
Okay. I wonder, is there any tips about oh, now I see. You gotta grab them by pressing R2. Alright. I'm trying to figure out how to do that exactly. But you have to do it in that area, but I'll come back for it later next time. This is a listening post right here.
Good. You've reached the relay station, but stay alert. That station is an enemy strongpoint. The security is bound to be tight.
But there's no other way to get to the crevice if I don't make it through.
Exactly. The crevice leading to the cave is in the north of that area. Find a way to slip past the enemy and head north.
Oh, I forgot to pinpoint something else, you guys. I forgot to mention there's a cocoa chip camo here too in the Bolshea Pass. The cocoa skin we're looking for is right here. I almost missed that before making my way to the crevice. Uh-oh. That's a soldier right there. He's awake. I guess that'll have to wait.
Speak.
If you shoot the barbed wire fence power source,
Speak.
request to call off alert 147.11. Who's that?
I thought I choked him enough.
This is HQ. Patrol here. Enemy sighted. Requesting backup. Sending reinforcements.
I guess I didn't choke him hard enough. That's what I thought I did. I thought I choked him hard enough. But anyway, that's how you guys can get the firing codes, though. But
Right there?
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. We lost sight of the enemy. Commence alert formation. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
okay, while the whole place is on full alert, I'm gonna have to be very careful about this exactly. Hitting down the business. We got a snow paint face, a face paint called Snow here at Bolshea Pass Base. You'll find it in that gutter right there. In the gutter right there, you'll see. But I need to get around this fence. First, I gotta destroy that barrel. Not really, no. No, I'm already live streaming right now. I could be able to pause it. That's what I could do. Alright, guys, I'm just gonna save and I'm gonna come back later, though, and while I shower, okay? So, let me save. I don't care about listening to the, what movie that paramedic is gonna save exactly. But I just need to make sure, but...
Snake, have you seen Earth versus the Spider?
Nope.
I'll be able to listen to Earth versus the Spider later, but right now I have to take a shower. I'll come back on soon. Just give me some time, you guys. I'll be signing off for now, but I'll be back on once I'm in the clear, okay?